Hello everyone, and this is same series of Blazor WebAssembly. Okay, and in this session we'll learn how we can bind the list and show is a card list view. Okay, so whatever list we have, okay, we will show in a card view. So and later on in the next session we'll learn how we can show as a grid view also. But yeah, this is look feel is very nice, so that's why I create this session, but next session definitely will do that. Also in the next session we'll learn also how we can edit, how we can delete, how we can view, everything from this Blazor session. So let's get started. And also if you come first time in my channel, so definitely I especially recommend to you go to my channel, which is I'll share in this video description, and go to this this section. Okay, so let me zoom in. Okay, so let me zoom in. So go to check out my channel, and this Blazor WebAssembly series. Okay, because I'll explain everything actually, what is Blazor, what is Blazor server, two type of templates, so what kind of thing, how the structure, how's the working, and also I create a that component, how the working the component, everything I explained. So in this session we'll not going to that, just just will create a that, where is that? Okay, so we'll create a list and bind as a this nice look feel in the card list. Okay, so let's get started. So same example which is we taking in my first in this series. Okay, so let me run it. So let's see what is in previously we achieve over here. So see, we create actually some component, and we call inside the another component also we passing a counter parameter and without parameter. So those kind of things we have done. So what need to do in this here, just close it. Okay, and just first remove everything. Okay, let me run. Okay, so that actually it is very nice ability also Blazor WebAssembly give us, like you can directly okay, just give into partially over here, partial view, so that we can whatever we doing everything will we can see over here. Okay, so let me go to navigation menu. Okay, first we'll remove all the navigation. Okay, because we don't require. Okay, so just Control S and see, once it is automatically hot reload is working actually of this. So once you read done, so see there's no navigation. Also we are actually calling some component inside the here index page, so those also will get it, remove it. Okay, so just remove everything. Okay, so that we can start from scratch. Okay, so see in this component nothing we have. Okay, so now just zoom in, now start. Okay, so if you is trying to achieve this functionality, so what need to do, we have to create first our component. Okay, so it is a basic CRUD list session, but yeah, and definitely will come with advanced one also in the next upcoming future session. Okay, so first what need to do, we have to create one component. Okay, so let's create a new folder. Okay, inside this. Okay, just stop this because as of now just try to implement something. So just rename this folder. Is the name? Yeah, rename. Just this is a card list. Okay, or basic card list. So that's fine. Basic card list. Okay, so it's a card list. Inside this folder, just add one component. Okay, it's called a razor component, and just changes to card list. Okay, card list, add it. Okay, now see your components created. Okay, now what need to do, we have to just we have to create some design first so that we can see. Okay, what like see this design, like it's a card view. So if you don't know how we can create that is a style, so that I'll especially recommend to you one more thing. Like if you go to bootstrap, okay, so let's me call card view in bootstrap. Okay, so definitely you will see this one, the top one. And when you go to here, see this is a card example. So what kind of a card view you require, so everything bootstrap provide us. Okay, so it is very simple. We need to just copy and paste, and that's it. Okay, so I already we have. So what need to do, I just need to copy first. Okay, so let me copy that example, and yes, so this is that. So let me copy. Actually we have to create a one row first. Okay, so this is row, the class row. This is a bootstrap class. Okay, so you don't worry about that, because already in our application Blazor WebAssembly actually including that bootstrap file, the design style as well. So just close this one. So what it is that, actually see, if you go to example of the list, okay, so see this is actually we have put it in the row. There's a one row, but there's a inside row many, we can say many card. Okay, so that's why we are putting some first of div, then row, and then we have to put some column. Actually inside the row we have to record some column. So just create a column. Okay, so see this is a column. Also we specify a column, and say 4, then 2, whatever size, whatever things actually we give us here. Okay, so just format here, and then what need to do further, we have to create a card. Okay, so definitely I need to change it to card, like here, and we need to one more div for card. So let me copy here and just close that one also, div. Okay, so card also we created, and inside the card we record actually we record this is header, this is body, and this is footer. Okay, so in this card what need to do, we record first header. Okay, so let me copy header. Okay, as of now just change it to something blog name, correct? So let me blog name. Okay, this is blog name. Okay, then what need to do, we required actually card body. Okay, so let me copy that card body inside the card. Okay, so let me paste it in the card body. Also change it, as of now there's no image, so just keep it to empty. Okay, we'll show you like how we can get the data, and then how we can bind as well. So first I'll showing the design so that you don't confuse. Okay, how we'll get that things. Okay, so that's why I'm just creating a design. Then what need to do, see the header is done, body is done. Now we required footer. So let me copy that footer. So this is my footer, and then close that div. Inside the div, okay, inside this footer we will put in our add, update, delete button. All the button would be here. Okay, so let me close it. Okay, so this is done. And for the example, I just for the demonstration purpose, I just create a one button as of now, or I'll leave it, because because this session will not create any button, or it will not implement any button functionality. This time we'll just show the bind the list. Okay, so let me run and check how's look like. Let me zoom in. Okay, yeah, so yeah, that's doing partially. Okay, here and then here, see Why it's not showing? Because I created separate component, okay, but this component I did not call in our index component. So this is our main component of index component, but we are not calling. But yeah, how we can do that? Just call that one card list. See, this is card list, then slash, then close it. Once save, you will able to see whatever design we want, so that is there. Okay, so now start our implementation. Okay, so what need to do to further? Actually, we need to call one service or in memory data as of now. So but later on we'll use in our API and consuming the data from the API. But as of now, on first session, so in this card list, so I'll create another folder where actually we create some service so that we can get the data from inside that service in memory list. Okay, so create a new folder. Just stop that. Create a new folder. Name is it as services. Okay, services. Okay, that is fine. And then call it to first create a namespace interface. Okay, so suppose example iBlock service. Whatever services we created, we'll resolve our dependency as well. We resolve the DI. How we can do that also I'll explain you. Okay, so first create a interface. Okay, and thus in this interface, what need to do? We need to create a method. Okay, so just create that method. Okay, as of now we record get all async. Okay, and it is task and it is a list of the blocks, so we need to create a block model as well. So let's create a model. Okay, or we can say it is an entity model, and let's call it to a model class, a blog model class. So blog. Okay, and then write some property over here, like it is shortcut, ID, and name and description. Okay, so let me get it from my example. Okay, so that instead of wasting time, just we can done it. Okay, so one more property required, that author. Also we can just, we don't record as a title, but yeah, later on we'll do that. But yeah, one more property is required, that image URL. Okay, so that is important. So let's change it, image URL. Okay, so that is done. Okay, so model is done. Now go to interface, just bring that namespace. Okay, yes, that is done. Now we have to implement as well this interface. Okay, so how we can do that? Just create actually I'm following the standard process, so that's why it will take a little bit more time in this session. So block service. Okay, block service. Okay, and now we need to inherit the iBlock service and just implement of this. Okay, so there's a two-way, like you can just put here and control dot, or you can directly see mouse over here and then this options. When you go to the, it automatically actually implement that method, whatever I doing in this interface. Okay, so now what need to do? We have to create one in memory list. Okay, so let me just create an in memory list first, like a private read only, and list of blog. Okay, and just initialize of the blog. Okay, that's it, or just call it blog list, that's also fine. Okay, so blog list. Okay, and it's complaining me because I'm not using this guy. Okay, so that's why it's complaining me, but no issue, we'll implement also. But before that we record some data. Okay, this is just declaration of that in memory list, but we record we have to put some data over there. So how we can do that? Just create a constructor. Okay, actually wrong place, that's why it's calling. So it should be inside a class, sorry, my bad. Okay, so inside in this class, okay, that's fine. Now create a constructor. It's also shortcut ctur and press tab, it will create, and see this is auto generated. And now what need to do, you can just pass the list. Okay, so I'll just copy from my here because this is a dummy data. So just copy this dummy data and just paste to here. Okay, so let me show you what is that. Okay, just change this to model name. I think I use that image URL, so just change it to this, just change it to this, just change it to this, the changes to this. Okay, this is simple list. Okay, like we just create a new blog and instance of new blog, and then just pass the ID and name and put on the data. Okay, this is simple data. And now we have a data. Okay, in memory list data, what need to do, just simply return this list. Okay, return that underscore blog list, that's it. Okay, also actually it's asking to, because using task, so we have to use async. Okay, and now that fix. Okay, so this is done. Now this service need to inject in our list component. Okay, so where is our list component? Go to pages, go to card list, and here. So there's a many way, like you can directly inject that service over here, or you can just, there's a one property also, like inject service. Okay, so there's a many ways, so whatever way suitable we can use it. So in this here we'll explain you over here, but I'll show you how we can do over here also. So let me create that property. Okay, so let me create a private property, I blog service, not I blog service. Where is getting this one getting from in my service folder. Okay, which is we created now, and just bring the namespace. Okay, so just bring the namespace is coming from is under the services. So bring the namespace and just give a name like blog, but it is a private property, so let's make it to blog service. Okay, that's it. And also just set is a getter setter. Okay, get and set, that's it. There's the one way. Okay, I'm just closing this one. Okay, this is the one way. Another way is directly you can use here. Okay, at the rate import or import at the rate blog service. Okay, something I guess new import moving space. Okay, sorry, not import, it should be at the rate. So how we can do that, in this here, like simply what need to do, you have to just at the rate inject. Okay, and then whatever your this guy, whatever your interface, and just create a variable, that's it. Say either use this way or either use this way, but here also you have to set in inject. Okay, so this is a one way, this is another way, so either use this way, either use this way, whatever, like you can use it. Okay, so I'll just remove this guy because this is fine as of now. So I'll just showing you how we can do that. Okay, and now what need to do further. Okay, now I need to create actually Okay, now need to create. Okay, now what need to do? I need to create a list. Okay, so let me create that list so that that list I can bind over here. Okay, so that list object, just create a private and that list. Okay, and then create a blog, define as a blog. Okay, so blog and not blog service, just blog. Okay, also need to bring the namespace. It's inside a model, and then it is a blog list. Okay, and that's it. Okay, this is fine, and then it's done. Then what need to do? I need to create an override method. Okay, so one override method, so that there is this actually in Blazor there is a many life cycle in this. On a component level there's a life cycle hook as well. So the first life cycle is that is on initialize on this component. So once initialize this component, we have to call one method. Okay, so before that let me call protected or just protected and override. Okay, and then see there's a sub overload method and it is just lifecycle hook. Okay, so what need to record over here? On initialize that one. Okay, so see, once you're done, so automatically appearing this method, and just remove that guy. But yeah, we can just write our code here, whatever our service, just return and just assign over here. Okay, so let me do that. What we can do, this is list, and inside the list what we can do, this is our service, and call this service to that method get all method, and that's it. Okay, and also it is async, so let me put a wait. Okay, so that's it. Okay, so this is enough. We have a list from in this object. Okay, whatever we created in inside in memory list. Okay, now we have in this component level, and now what need to do, we have to bind over here. So how we can do that? Just create a C# logic. Okay, so this is a best feature, like inside component you can put by HTML as well as this your C# logic. So that is a nice feature of this Blazor view component. Okay, so that's why it's very famous. Okay, so how we can do that? Just at the rate whatever write the code of C#. So starting you have to do like at the rate. Okay, so that for each, and then like inside this for each, what need to do, we have to generating this card, because there's a many card, there's a row inside the many column, and that column I need to bind. Okay, so let me inside the for each. Okay, and let me format it. Okay, and see this is waiting for collection. So where is our collection? Our collection is here, which is we are getting from our service and storing here. Just put it to here. Okay, change it to blog. Okay, also we can change it to blog. Okay, that's it. Okay, now just we have a data. Now what need to do? At the rate blog dot name, whatever our blog name, and here need to pass blog dot image. Okay, whatever our image, and this is a footer as of now empty, because this section will write some insert, update, delete functionality. We put some button, so that will do. But yeah, we can create a button as well, like just for the demonstration perspective, just use that button so that it should look like good. Okay, so let me button. Okay, this is success button, similar to This is for view. Okay, so this is view button, and this is for edit button, and this is for delete button. Okay, because inside that list we have the button. Okay, so that action we can perform whatever we required. Okay, so let me close, and this is delete. Okay, see, that is very simple. We have to just create a card view list, and we are just generating, we are injecting this and this. So still some issue, actually it will not run, it will give some error. So let me show you and how we can fix it. That is very important. So while developing, what is the error and how we can fix it. So that's why I'm not fixing, I'll show you, because just using service and see, now we have error. So what is the error? Just F12 and see that console. What is saying? It is saying, see, Blazor card list is no registered service. Okay, it's iBlock service. Okay, so that's why come in our picture, we have to, whatever we inject our services, okay, that you have to register. Where we can register? We can register inside the program.cs file. Here we can register our that services. Okay, so let me just register builder.services dot add singleton or add transient, whatever. There's a many mechanism, option 3 mechanisms. So it is service, so definitely I would like to use add singleton as of now. Okay, and just pass to iBlock service and whatever implementation class block service. Okay, that is done. Okay, just save it. Oh my god, okay, my mistake. Okay, just run one more time. Okay, so let me check this time. See, as of now list is there. Also some designing issue, because see, the whatever image come here, that is not properly, the height width is an issue. So how we can fix it? Let me fix it. Okay, side by side. So let me this and go to your card list. Okay, and just here. Okay, so there is a one class we have to use, actually the bootstrap class. So let me use that class. Okay, not class, actually we have to implement this image container class. Okay, so this is style. So what is that style? I'll just show you where need to place, because see, we have www root folder. Inside we have a css. Okay, and this is our app.css file. So this is a common file for use everywhere. Okay, so these are our all the style. So here we actually need to write some style for the manage this, here, or directly you can do over here, but it is better way, actually better approach to use here, so that everywhere you can handle. Okay, you don't need to worry about that. Okay, so what is that style? That style is very simple, that first we pass this card image. Okay, see, once I paste this card image and I set it at maximum with what 100% maximum, this up 10 feet certain, so you are able to see it is fixed automatically. Okay, and little bit more style you have to do, like image container. Okay, so that it will be center, everything will be do, see, center, and also space up and down, height width is setting up. Okay, so that is cool. Now see, now it's very nice look, feel, whatever we required in show in the demo, so that we have achieved. But yeah, there's a one issue, right? See, there's a one issue, so that also need to fix. That is, go to your card list view, somewhere we missing actually that one. See, this is that one. So let's save it, it will go on. Okay, So that is enough for this session. Okay, so list is binded. Okay, card list is bind. But yeah, one thing I forget to show you, like how that, working on the process, like debugging. While debugging, I'll show you like how is this actually working. Okay, so how get the data, how's the binding. So let me put some debugger point. So go to your card list result.component, and then put over here. Also go to your go to definition. Okay, not definition, go to implementation, put over here. Okay, and let me refresh. Okay, once you refresh, and definitely your debugger point will hitting over here. See, this is our component, card list component, and it is hitting our this lifecycle hook on initializer, and it will call this service when you go F10. So see, the service is calling. Okay, block service is calling, and it has a data. Okay, so if you see, there's a 5 data which is we are storing over here. Okay, in memory, and then go back. If you go back here, then definitely it should come here. Okay, see, the here, and then one by one it will bind, and this it will one by one, whatever collection it will bind, and it will show. Just continue, and let me debugger point close. Okay, see, now is bind. Okay, so let me F5. Okay, so that I think the design something mess up. Okay, let me continue. Close the debugger, continue. See, I just put a F5 just why actually there is some problem. Okay, so see, now we have achieved whatever our requirement, right? Whatever we trying to show you in the demo. So that is enough. So okay, I think we covered the list view. Okay, but next in the next session we'll try to show how we can bind in the grid view. Okay, so that is upcoming session. Also we'll implement every functionality like view, edit, delete, also create. Okay, so that will achieve in the upcoming next section. So till now, keep watching, keep tuning, and don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thank you.